My name's Emily and I'm 5. I play Roblox and I like going outside. Yo, what's up everyone? It's Salty McSalt here. And you know, it's not really often I use my voice to talk about something positive. Every single time I have a topic to discuss, it's just like really fucking shitty and terrible and just, you know, depressing, and I really hate that. I really hate that my channel has basically become that, because I actually do like talking about positive things, but I also like bringing awareness to shit happens, and so I just talk about the past remotely a little bit. The past week has just been batshit fucking insane for everybody. It has been bliss. I have never seen anything like this. I don't think, I do like research on fucking fighting game history, and I don't really think anything like this has happened since the 90s. Just the amount of content and the shit that we get, it's incredible. So if you don't know, where do I start off first? So the fucking Guilty Gear beta. The Guilty Gear beta opened up again. Usually when like a fucking big ass game comes out like that, you only get one beta. The companies don't really say shit about it. They don't really tell you any flaws. They just let you play for like a day or two, and they just call it quits. It's not even like really an experience. It's just like, ooh, look, you can play the game for a day before it comes out, and then it's just like, nah, it's just nothing. So yeah, that's not the case with the Guilty Gear beta. The fucking Arc System Works, the Chads they've basically informed their fans about every single change they have made up to this point, because they really do care about their fans. That's the cool thing about Arcs. They're not like your typical video game company. They actually care what you think. And if you, they really do try. Trust me, they really do try to make their fans happy. And with the Guilty Gear beta, they had a beta before, and there were like a lot of problems with it. And a lot of those problems are gone. I played the beta for like 3 days in a fucking row. Just nothing but Guilty Gear. And it was so fun. I was just fucking blown away by how fucking cool it was. But yeah, Arcs, they released the beta, and you know, you could play it, but then there was a network delay and you couldn't play it for a day. So because of that, they made the game available for 2 more days, which is just really, it just says, that right there just says the type of company Arc System Red is. Like, what's that? You couldn't play this game before it came out. Well, alright. Well, since we're feeling nice and we want you guys to like it and give us criticism, we're gonna let you play it for 2 extra days to make up for not being able to play it for 1. Like, what type of fucking company that you know does that? Like, it is just, it's great. So yeah, the beta, it was really fun. The game is gorgeous. It's not like your typical Guilty Gear game. It's hard to get used to. It's really hard. You really gotta like break away from the roots. There's a lot of things that felt familiar, and there's a lot of things that are new that we have to get used to. But overall, I think it was really fucking fun. I do feel like it gets a little too much criticism. Well, not criticism, but you know, a little too much slack, because the fucking the only problem that I personally had was the online lobby. No one liked it. Like, it's a cool concept, but like, Jesus fucking Christ, it doesn't have to be like that, Art. It took like, they have like this little, I don't even know how to describe it, but it took like 20 fucking minutes a turn to just fight someone, when, you know, you could have just had a normal ass menu screen. But you know, aside from that, it was just great. Great game, beautiful game. It's probably gonna just take over the fucking fighting game community. It's just so fucking cool to watch a Guilty Gear. Guilty Gear, like, Guilty Gear ain't underrated. It is a little bit, but like, it's just made like this humongous ass comeback in the past 2 years, and that's really cool because I love Guilty Gear, man. There is literally no video game out there that has an aesthetic as cool or as unique as Guilty Gear does. How the... Okay. And, yeah. I'm just, it's just great. It's a great feeling to be a Guilty Gear fan, especially, like, a longtime fan who's been there for a few years and knows what it's like, what it's been like. It hasn't been bad, it's just been stagnant. It's just great, man. It's just amazing. So that's not all about the Guilty Gear beta. We also got Ino as a playable character. She wasn't playable in the beta, but she got revealed as the last character, and I think a lot of people wanted her, which is cool. I definitely wanted to see how they would redesign her character, and she looks great, man. She looks really cool. That's it on the Guilty Gear side. Now let's talk about fucking Capcom and SNK. So the first thing about Capcom is that, like, they are really trying their fucking asses off to make Street Fighter, like, I hate saying this, but great again. They're making Street Fighter great again. The first thing they're doing is they're, like, acknowledging all the problems people had with Street Fighter V. And I'm not, like, they've done shit like that before, but, you know, it was like half listening. It's like, alright. And then they just changed 2 or 3 things. And because of that, Street Fighter V was kind of like a meme between the community, and, like, the only people who really fucking played it were just the fucking, you know, the extremely competitive guys who just had to be the best at Street Fighter, just wanted to be the best in every regard. And, you know, you just had the rest of the fan base who are like, alright, we'll just keep playing 2, 3, Alpha, and 4. We don't really fuck with Street Fighter 5, you know? Like me, I'm like that. So yeah, but now they're tired of it. They're tired of the memes. They're tired of Street Fighter 5 basically being this joke. And they're really, like, going hard trying to fix every fucking problem with the game. Like, they're fixing problems with the game that haven't been addressed since the game came out. Like, they are really trying to fix their reputation, the reputation of Street Fighter. It's great. And it's funny I say that because not only are they fixing Street Fighter V, but they've made Dan the next DLC, which says a lot because, you know, every Street Fighter V DLC, this is like the main problem I have with Street Fighter V, is that it's not fun. It doesn't even feel like Street Fighter. It's so fucking competitive. But, you know, like, and every time there was a DLC, it was either like a guy who was already super competitive who, you know, could do some shit, and you know the high tiers are gonna play them and just, like, argue on the internet about character A or character B and which character is. It's just bullshit, man. I don't really fucking care. I just want to play a game and shoot a fireball in a guy's face. And with Dan, it really shows that they are trying to get away from that, because, you know, Dan's a joke character. Dan fucking sucks. He's terrible. But that's what makes him funny. That's what makes him a unique character. And to add him to a game like Street Fighter V, a game that's taken so fucking seriously, it really takes away a lot of the edge and reminds these guys, hey, it's just a game. And, you know, that's great. I hope they add a lot of more campy characters. But yeah, that's really cool, man. I love Dan. And I love just everything about Street Fighter, and I don't think it should just be this fucking super serious competitive thing, because at the end of the day, it's literally a literally a game about a Japanese homeless guy who can shoot fireballs. Like, come on, man. Chill out. But yeah, that's not all. The last thing about Street Fighter, which I think is the coolest, is that Ryu and Chun-Li, for some fucking reason, have made their way into Fortnite. Which is like world knowledge by now. I know I'm late, but yeah, that's really fucking awesome. We have seen I don't know why, because Ryu probably doesn't even know what a gun is, and Chun-Li is a cop, but she typically doesn't really use guns. But you know what? Who cares? It's Fortnite. And that's really cool because it really shows that, like, it really reminds people just how fucking popular and influential Street Fighter is. You know, like, when you think Japanese fighting game, what's the first game that comes to your mind? The Street Fighter. And that's really great. It's really great that I think it's great because, like, we've seen this side of Ryu that we've never seen before. You know, Ryu's always been like this stoic mini Kenshiro with a headband, never really smiles, always takes everything so seriously. And now you have him fucking just dancing and just he's so memeable in Fortnite because he would never act like that in character. And it's fucking hilarious. He's basically just Dan now in Fortnite. And it's just funny, man. I've never seen that side of Ryu before, and I think it's great. I really do like it. I think it's funny as shit. So yeah, that's it on the Capcom side. Now we have the side that I like, that I'm like the most interested in right now, which is SNK. SNK have really been just kicking ass in this entire fucking in this competition of fighting game companies just randomly trying to be the best that they could possibly be. SNK has gone so fucking hard with the King of Fighters. I think it's 15. I think it's 15 or 16. I don't know. But like, it's cool, man. So what they're doing is they're showing characters weekly. Yeah, they're showing like they're showing like they're basically pulling a Guilty Gear and showing a new character every other week. And it's really interesting to watch, I think, because not only have they upscaled the game, and not only does the game look infinitely fucking better, it's like the best 3D KOF we have ever seen, but they also fucking they just listen to every single criticism that the fans have. Like, the first trailer was really really short. It didn't really give anything about any information about the game at all. And overall, even though the game looks great, the trailer for the first character, I forget his name, the dude with the headphones, it just really sucked. Everything about it just really didn't it really didn't tell you anything except, okay, this guy is in the game. It was only like 20 seconds long, and it was just really bad. But yeah, they listened to that criticism because a lot of people have something to say about that, and now we're basically getting like minute-long introductions of characters, seeing their combos, seeing their ultimates, seeing their grapples, seeing their cancels, seeing everything about them, everything that they can do in a minute. You know, they're not showing everything the characters can do, but they're showing you gameplay. I'm telling, they're showing you gameplay. Like, it's just really cool, man. It's really cool when fucking big guys listen to little guys, because they could ignore them, but like, at the end of the day, it's your reputation on the line. And yeah, I really like how SNK has been handling things recently. SNK, in my personal opinion, I don't think SNK has been this fucking successful since the 90s. And they haven't even made a game yet. And they're already just outdoing themselves ever since the fucking new millennium began. Ever since fucking, I don't know, like the KOF mobile game? I don't fucking know, man. Yeah, but this is really great. It really feels like SNK has just taken the fucking lead out of its ass and is trying to catch up with Capcom and Arcs. And it's just cool, man. It's really cool to watch that shit happen. And then, I didn't watch the entire stream, but I heard SNK is like doing some shit with SNK versus Capcom 1, which is like my guilty pleasure. That game is it's in all Jap, but it's like one of the most unique games ever. It's like really cool. Oh, I did it. But yeah, it's just really cool, man. Seeing SNK just taking the light out of its ass and trying to catch up with everyone else, and them actually doing it. Like, they've tried before and it didn't really work out, but now SNK is like, it hasn't been taken this seriously in a minute, man. And that's really cool. So yeah, not only that, we still have more. The fucking, the thing with Tekken 7, its DLC has gotten so much better since the fucking, since they started with Arcs. They did like, so if you didn't know, Tekken 7, when it was getting a little old, it started the DLC, and that was cool and all, but, you know, it was, I guess the right word to say is typical. It just felt typical. It's just like, okay, this guy's in the game. Okay, this guy's in the game too. Okay, and then they did like some type of promotional thing with Arcs, and they addressed a lot of problems. And now we got Kisune, which was cool. And after that, it really feels like fucking the Tekken team has really been trying. So now we got the fucking president of Poland as a fucking Tekken character. She hasn't been like revealed yet, but you know, her intro trailer, she basically says who she is. And now we got wacky Tekken characters back, man. You know, like fucking man, it's so wacky. Tekken is it's always been like this. Like, it's always expected you to take it seriously, when at the end of the day you can make a fucking bear fight a fucking kangaroo. And it's just I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. What I'm trying to say is that Tekken's like Sagat? I thought it was supposed to be Ken.
Ready?
Oh well. Alright, but what I'm trying to say is Tekken's really trying to get like its fucking old school flair back, I guess. It's really just doing its best, man. And I think that's it. Hold on, let me think. Oh no, that's not it. So yeah, you got Tekken and SNK trying to catch back up with the big boys, and they're doing a great job, in my opinion. And not only that, but you got fucking Samurai Showdown. They're having a promotional character. It's just been a lot of characters getting revealed. But yeah, Samurai Showdown and Guilty Gear, the two games you never thought would have a crossover, they're gonna have a character from Guilty Gear and Samurai Showdown, and a few, I don't know. But yeah, that's gonna be cool. And I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Baiken, because there's literally like only her and the new guy, and they're the literal only samurai in the whole fucking game. There's literally like, I actually don't even think there's another Japanese character in the game besides Baiken, Anji, Mei, and some other guys. But I've never beat Street Fighter 4 this fast. I should talk more often. But yeah, it's just it's really cool because Samurai Showdown, when it hit the scene, everyone was like, holy shit, Samurai Showdown, it's back. And it looked really fucking cool. It had this cool ass I don't know how to describe it, aesthetic, visual design, and it was great. And then it just died, and no one talked about it anymore, and no one cared. And now it's even it's trying to bring itself back. So you have these, just all these fighting games and fighting game companies trying to recapture the fucking magic that they lost all the way back in the 90s. And it's really cool, man. I really can't think of a great time, a better time to be a fighting game fan. It amazes me how hard these companies are trying to recapture like the love that they lost and the fucking just trying to get away from the mundaneness and shit that they have succumbed themselves to. It's really cool just to see these companies like go like, we know we messed up, we know we haven't been our best, but now we realize our mistakes and we want to show you guys that we care, and we'll do anything to prove that. And that's just really cool. That says a lot to me, because there's so many fucking video game companies out here that just don't give a fuck at all, and they know like no matter how they treat their fans or how they fucking whatever they do, that they'll never that the fan, at the end of the day, the fans are still gonna buy their shit. So they don't even care at this point. Like Nintendo has just been fucking dog shit for like the past 3 years. And they don't even care. They know that Nintendo fans are gonna buy the game, so why should they care? They don't have a reason to become better, because they know that even if they don't, people are still gonna support them, which is sad. So now we get all this fucking mediocre bullshit from Nintendo, just overpriced games that are like fucking 10 years old, and just so much other shit. I really don't like the direction it's going. Yeah, fighting games are basically, they're doing the opposite of that. They're not pulling a Nintendo. Damn it. They're really trying their best to get their shit together, and it's really great, man. I'm a huge fighting game fan. Fighting games are like my baby. It's like the first video games that I could really get into, and it's just great. It's just great to watch this huge ass comeback from basically every fighting game company you can think of. It's just really just moving.